welcome back. This is session 3 and 4 with my little wild mustang. Wild, so wild. Yeah, he is definitely not very wild because I'm already getting the tag off and I'm also putting his halter on today, which is just insane because this is just day 2 with him. So that's crazy. We also worked out a little bit of leading today too, so that was crazy. Yeah. This is me getting the tag off and petting all over him. He's literally just so calm. It's crazy. This is me rubbing some stuff all over him, trying to prepare him for his halter. Kind of just rubbing it all over him and getting him used to it. He is just so calm. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. So today I wanted to announce his name because I took his tag off, so he is no longer 8754. His name is Boaz. That's his name. So yeah. So I would say Boaz did really well today, but we did figure out something on him. He is a little bit of a biter, just a bit. He's not really all too bad at it. He likes to morely bite things such as like lead ropes and halters and stuff more than me. As you notice there, he kind of like went to nip, and he also kind of like put the halter in his mouth. So we're gonna just have to work on that. That's his only problem really, and he's a bit pushy. This was his first time having the halter on. He's grabbing the lead rope here. He definitely does not like it. He thought it was really weird on his head. He did not like it, but that's so totally normal. At this point he was just like barely even noticing it, and then he's like, oh wait, it's on, what is this? So he's like, this is weird, okay. And then he didn't really freak out though. He just kind of like, what is this thing on my face, which is pretty good of a reaction. And then once he just stood still, I kind of just went over, pet on him, and then took it off because it was a great reaction. He just stopped. He threw his head around a little bit and then stopped. So here I was really proud of him. He didn't try to bite the halter at all. He just let it go right on his face, which is why I just took it off right afterwards. And then I pet on him. I found his favorite spot of itchiness. He loves his neck scratch, which Asher's actually the same exact way. He loves it. He is definitely very calm, and he just wants love, that's for sure, and attention. He just wants love and attention, which is really all he really wants. So, yeah. You're so cute. Oh my gosh. This was session 4, and he did really well with the halter being put on here, so I was pretty proud of that. In this session, we worked on a little bit of leading and just kind of putting the halter on and off, a little bit of brushing and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what we did on here. He definitely learned what leading is today. You'll see that later on. And he did actually try to bite my hand today, that session, and that was not necessarily fun. So I moved his feet. I just kind of moved him out and moved his feet, which definitely helped. He did not like it. He was like, ooh, I don't think that's such a good idea anymore. So that's what I tried to do, and we're going to try and see what happens next session. He didn't try again after that. It was like at the end of the session though, so not necessarily sure what he's going to be like now. We didn't end on that though. I took the halter off once he finally stopped, and then I put it back on and taught him that and told him and showed him that that's not going to happen whenever he puts the halter on, because he's still learning and I don't want him to think that. So yeah, that is what we did there, and then I took the halter off and then in the session.
He says, I don't like this thing. I don't want this. Yeah.
the whole trying to put it in his mouth.
He says, hey.
You're just a big old baby, aren't you?
Okay, I would probably take it off of him now because he didn't play with it that time.
There's so much hair on this from him.
He says, oh yeah, I'm gonna crack my neck.
I'm actually thinking about working on his back up a bit. So here I was working on his back up, that way I can work on his pushiness a little bit. So it took him a little bit, but every single small step I wanted to make sure that I had released him nice and easily, that he got a big release and a good pet, and then went back to it, and then he ended on a really good step, so we just kind of ended that there. So yeah.
Watch yourself. Okay, I'd probably not do any more. Let him think about that one.
So here is where he started to learn what the whole halter being on means. He's learning here that he couldn't just walk away like he normally can, because he's used to just being able to walk away from me, and here he couldn't. So he was just confused why he couldn't just kind of walk away. So he learned something here, which is good. I talked about it in the video, but this was his best time ever being haltered. He didn't try to bite it. He didn't try to get at me or anything. He didn't fling his head around even afterwards once it was on. He did really well here. So, yeah.